All right, good morning. Well, let's go ahead and get started. Um, any seat, so any cross-legged position is good. Okay, so if half lotus or full lotus is in your practice, feel free to go into that. If not, just cross-legged is just fine. So rolling, give it a couple shoulder rolls backwards. Maybe after 3, 4, 5 of them, just soften it down and back, sitting nice and tall, closing down those eyes. Just breathing in and out through the nose. Deep breath in through the nose, fill those lungs, fill the belly, and out through the nose. Again, big breath in and out. Again, big breath in. Pull in as much air as you can. Sip in a little bit more. And exhale that breath out. And now just continuing that breath on your own. It doesn't have to be quite as big as that one, but just really trying to take up the full capacity of those lungs. And exhaling that breath out just nice and slow. And let's bring those fingertips out to the side. So pull those shoulders down and back. Arms are just reaching out, maybe in line with the hips or maybe even slightly behind. Okay, just as long as the shoulders aren't rolling forward. We want that chest nice and open. And then drop that right ear towards that right shoulder. Looking down towards that right knee. Bring it back to neutral. Then you can look up just slightly. And then down towards that knee. Bring that head up slightly, or the gaze up, and lower that knee down. Now notice that head is pulling forward. Trying to point the spine of the neck and pull that part back a little bit. So we want that nice neutral spine as we do this. And then inhale, bring that head back up, and then go to the other side. So think slight tug of the chin, pulling kind of this point in the neck, pulling it back, and then we can drop that left ear towards that left shoulder. And look down towards the knee. Slight gaze up and down, up and down. Bring it to neutral. Lift that head up. Maybe giving it a full neck roll. So chin to the chest, or even half. So come out to one side, chin to the chest, go to the other side. If you want to make that full circle, you can. Just depend on how it feels on your neck. It might feel good, it might not. I personally don't like it, so I'm not going to, but make this yours. Completely up to you. And now let's reach those arms up overhead as we bring that head up nice and tall. Exhale, twist it over to that right side. So really tall in the inhale, exhale, twist, looking over that shoulder. Inhale, bring it back up, and we'll twist it to the other side. Tall on that inhale, exhale, twist. And bring it back to center. Reach those arms up. Side bend over to that right side. Inhale, bring it back up. Over to that left side. Inhale, bring it back up. Come on to those hands and knees. Few cat-cows. So inhale, we'll drop that belly. Lift the chest, lift the tailbone as we look up. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, round. And inhale, lift. And round. Bring it back to neutral. We want to keep those hips up nice and high. Okay, walking those hands forward, so pressing into those palms, okay, pulling the hands towards each other, and then pull it back slightly. We're trying to claw the ground, pulling those shoulders back to the socket so you can rest that head down to the mat. And then we'll lower onto those forearms, slide it forward to a plank. Just a little warm up through that core. Belly is tight, legs are squeezing together. Those toes are pulling towards the elbows. Elbows pull back towards the toes. So 3, 2, and 1. Drop those hips down, Sphinx pose. So point those toes, elbows pull back, lift up through the top of the head. And then soften it down. Bring those hands underneath the shoulders. Reverse that plank. Send those hips up and back. Down dog. Good, inhale on the toes. Bend those knees, step those feet, top of the mat. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we'll rise to standing. Interlacing those fingers, let's point those palms up, side bend to the right. And up to the left. Back up, release those hands as we fold. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, plant those hands down, step those feet back to our plank. Shifting that weight forward as we lower onto the stomach, point the toes, roll the shoulders down and back, lifting that chest, so cobra or up dog. And exhale, send those hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Inhale on the toes. Bend those knees, step those feet, top of the mat. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Interlace those fingers, palms up, side bend to the right. And up to the left. And up. Release the hands to be full. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, plant the hands. Step those feet back. Shift it forward, lower down. Inhale, lift. Exhale those hips up to the sky, down dog. And again, inhale on the toes. Bend those knees last time through. Step those feet up. Half lift. And fold. Inhale, rise. Interlace those fingers, palms up, side stretch. Inhale it back up. And to the left. Back up. Fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands. Step those feet back. Vinyasa. Exhale, down dog. Let's bring those feet together. Inhale, that right leg lifts. Exhale, curl that knee to the nose. Step that foot through. Let's stay on those fingertips, pressing those hips forward and down as that chest pulls forward and up. Then we'll twist, right arm reaches up. Lower that hand down. Back heel's gonna plant down. Inhale, reach those arms up. Core tight, pressing into those hips. Press that knee forward. Back heel is grounding down into the mat. Then we'll pull those elbows down, interlace the fingers, open up through that chest, and exhale, fold. So you can hover that chest, rib cage to your thigh, shoulder down to that knee. And release. Go and rise back up. And lower the hand down. Step it back to plank. Vinyasa. And exhale, down dog. So feet together. Inhaling, that left leg lifts. Curl that knee and step that foot through into that lunge. Hips press forward and down. Back leg is strong. Let's add that twist. Left arm reaches up. Lower that hand down. Back heel grounds. Inhaling those arms up. Warrior one. Square the hips off. Core tight. We'll pull those arms down, interlace fingers, open that chest, and fold. And release those hands. Bring it back up. And exhale those hands down to the mat. Step it back to our plank. Lower. Lift the chest. And exhale, down dog. Come on to the toes. Bend those knees. Step those feet top of the mat. Toes come together to touch. Half lift on that inhale. Exhale, fold. Rise to standing. Exhale, sink those hips down to that chair. Relax through those shoulders. That core stays tight, so knees come forward. Hips are going back. Might feel a big stretch through those ankles, through those calves. One more breath. And straighten those legs out as we fold. Lengthen on the inhale. Exhale, plant the hands. Step those feet back to plank. Vinyasa. Exhale, down dog. Feet together. Inhale, that right leg lifts. Exhale, curl that knee and step that foot through. Good. Hips are pressing forward and down. Chest lifts. And then reaching that right arm up. Lower that hand down. Back heel grounds. Inhale, reach the arms up. Pull those arms down. Interlace the fingers. Open that chest. And exhale, fold. Release those hands. Rise back up. And lower the hands down to the mat. Step it back to our plank. Down. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Hips up, down dog. Feet together. Inhaling that left leg up. Curl that knee and step that foot through. And we'll twist. Left arm up. Lower the hand down. Inhale. Rising up into our warrior one. And bring those hands down. Open up that chest. And fold. Inhale, release. Rise up. Hands to the mat. Step it back. Vinyasa. And exhale, down dog. Let's bring those feet, or come onto the toes. Bend the knees. Step or hop those feet top of the mat. Toes together to touch. Inhaling that half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Sink the hips down to that chair. Relaxing those shoulders. And breathe. One more breath. And exhale, straighten those legs as we fold. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Just let the head hang nice and heavy. Maybe give it a little sway from side to side. Now let's plant those hands. We'll step it back just to a down dog. Stepping that right foot outside that right hand. Back knee lowers down. We can add in that twist. So a little bit wider stance with that foot. So both hand, room for both of those hands inside that foot. Then we'll twist, reaching that right arm up. Then we'll lower it down. So lower one forearm, maybe both forearms. Turn the toes out. Let that knee open up. And then come back to those hands. Straighten that front leg, pull the toes back. One more breath. And we'll rebend into that knee. Go and step it back to our down dog. Go other side. Left foot steps outside that left hand. That knee's going to lower down. Chest is pulling forward and up. Twist that left arm up. And we'll bring that hand down. Lower onto those forearms. Chest pulls forward. Knee can open up a little bit wider. And come back to those hands. Step it back. Down dog. One more breath. Let's go into our backs actually. We'll go into that resting pigeon just on your back. So we'll cross that right ankle over that left thigh. Grab onto that ankle, or you can grab onto that shin, whatever that hip is feeling. So grounding that tailbone down, chest is lifting, hugging that knee in. And then lower that foot down. Let's tee out those arms. Just drop that right knee, the knees over to that right side of the ankle will stay crossed over. And bring the knees back up. Switch sides. We'll cross that left ankle over that right thigh. And we'll draw those knees, or we'll hug that right knee to the chest, grabbing onto hamstring or in shin. And let's lower that foot down. Tee out those arms, dropping the knees over to that left side. And bring it back up. Go and uncross it. Hug those knees in. Give it a little rock from side to side. And then go ahead and rock forward and back. We'll come up to a seat. So sitting tall, looking cross-legged again, closing down those eyes. Just taking a couple breaths here to close out this practice. Just finding that calm that you can hopefully take with you throughout this day, especially if things get a little bit crazy, a little bit stressful. Then you can always come back to that breath. All right, blinking those eyes open. Thank you all so much. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys tomorrow.